welcome to your Superman news video for the week August 29th to September 4th, 2014. Our top news stories in this week's Speeding Bulletin include new photos of Henry Cavill as Clark Kent, a possible Supergirl TV series is in the pipeline, and we hear from the guys who bought Action Comics #1 for $3.2 million. Keep watching to find out more about these stories and others in this week's Speeding Bulletin. In movie news, photos of Henry Cavill as Clark Kent were posted online this week, showing the bespectacled Daily Planet reporter exiting the Gotham City jail. The Daily Mail wrote, looking drastically different to the superhero alter ego he also portrays, Henry donned a plaid shirt under a brown jacket as he carried a bag and donned Clark Kent's signature black-rimmed spectacles. A whole collection of photos were posted online earlier in the week from the recent filming for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, which took place at the old Wayne County Courthouse in downtown Detroit, which was doubling as a location set in Washington, D.C. Henry Cavill, with hair clips in place to flatten his natural curls, was spotted entering and exiting his trailer, shaking hands with a crew member as he walks past. Tao Okamoto, Holly Hunter and Scoot McNairy were also on location this week, as was Jesse Eisenberg, who was covering his head with a cloth or towel to hide from us his hair or lack of hair. It's not exactly clear, which I guess is the point of the towel covering. Speaking of Jesse Eisenberg, he spoke with Total Film about playing Lex Luthor, saying, "I can only say I've been asked to play an interesting role and a complicated, challenging person." For the full interview, check out issue 224 of Total Film magazine, which is available now. A scene was filmed inside High Grade Deli on Michigan Avenue this past week, with the deli's name changed to Raleigh's. Raleigh is the name of the diner that appears in the 1987 Superman #9 comic book, in which Lex Luthor meets a waitress named Jenny Hubbard and offers her $1 million if she'll stay with him for 1 month, and then leaves before she can give him an answer. Be interesting to see if they're actually filming that same scene inside that diner. TheDevil'sEye.com claims that Scoot McNairy is playing Jimmy Olsen, who had his legs crushed during the battle in Metropolis between Superman and General Zod in Man of Steel, making him an amputee, hence the green screen leggings we saw McNairy wearing. I guess we'll know whether this rumour pans out to be true or not once we see an official list of the roles being played by actors like McNairy, Okamoto and Hunter. Issue 224 of Total Film magazine also features Batman v Superman photos of Superman, Batman and Wonder Woman on the cover. Inside the magazine is an article titled The Dawn of DC, which is a 6-page article discussing all 3 characters while examining the possible characters who will make up the Justice League in a film about DC's greatest superheroes to follow. You'll find the article in the October issue of Total Film magazine. In other DC Comics related movie news, it has been confirmed that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will star as Black Adam in an upcoming Shazam movie. In TV news, Cartoon Network aired a special never-before-seen episode of the Looney Tunes show titled Super Rabbit last Sunday. In this episode, Bugs explains to Daffy how he really was Super Rabbit for a while and why he gave it all up. Super Rabbit is scheduled to air again in the US on Saturday, September 13th at 11:30 AM on Cartoon Network. DC Entertainment has posted another full episode from the DC Nation Tales of Metropolis animated short, this one involving Jimmy Olsen. All 3 episodes of Tales of Metropolis are now available online. Warner Home Video announced the upcoming DVD release of DC Supervillains Justice League Masterminds of Crime, which will collect many of the best episodes from the Justice League animated series that focus on the bad guys of the series. Featuring supervillains from Lex Luthor, Sinestro to Darkseid, DC Supervillains Justice League Masterminds of Crime will be released on October 7th. Pre-order yours now from our online store. BleedingCool.com claims to have received word that DC Entertainment is actively pitching a live-action Supergirl TV series with producer Michael Green, who was a co-writer on the Supergirl comic book with Mike Johnson, heavily involved in the pitch. We'll keep you posted on any news and any developments on this story. In comic book news, DC Comics took us behind the scenes to give us a look at how the 3D lenticular covers, which are featured heavily throughout this month's Futures End event, are put together. DC Entertainment Senior Art Director Kenny Lopez explains the cover creation process for this month's Futures End covers getting a never before seen look at how they come together. Check out the full video on our website now. As we reported last week, $3.2 million was the winning bid on the 9.0 graded copy of Action Comics #1, Superman's 1938 comic book debut, setting a record price paid for a comic book. The Hollywood Reporter caught up with the successful buyers of this iconic comic book, Vincent Zorzolo and his partner Stephen Fischler, owners of Metropolis Collectibles in Manhattan. Zorzolo said, "We feel very confidently this was a good price and that we will be able to sell this for a profit. We really believe in the strength of the comic book market and that it has a long way to go." Comic books we reviewed this week included Superman number 34, which was reviewed by Adam DeChannel, who said, "This chapter is not breaking new ground, but it's still a fantastic read," and he gave it a 4 out of 5 score. Adam also reviewed Smallville Continuity Chapter 1, giving it a 4 out of 5, but saying, as a jumping on point, it doesn't deliver because nothing makes sense unless you read the previous story. Injustice Year 2 Chapter 22 was reviewed by T.A. Hewitt, saying, "I give Taylor what for in terms of his storytelling, but when he's right, it's striking," and he rated this chapter a 5 out of 5. Superman comics available this week from September 3rd include Infinite Crisis Chapter 16 digital comic has been available since August 31st. Injustice Year 2 Chapter 22 digital comic has been available since September 2nd. Action Comics Futures End #1, which is available in a lenticular cover and a standard cover. Earth 2 Futures End #1, which is also available in a lenticular cover and a standard cover. Justice League number 33, which is available in a variant cover, a digital combo pack, and a Batman 75th anniversary cover. New 52 Futures End number 18. Tiny Titans Return to the Treehouse number 4. Smallville Continuity Chapter 2 digital comic will be available September 5th. Forever Evil hardcover. JLA Earth 2 trade paperback new edition, and DC Comics Supervillains poker set. Here are a selection of some of the very latest Superman merchandise available this month. Westland Giftware Superman and Lois Lane magnetic ceramic salt and pepper shakers are yours for just $14.14. Or how about this Superman eyeglass case with cleaner sheet for only $10.24. These and other great Superman items are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman Homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, following last year's sold-out Superman 7 coin series, the Royal Canadian Mint has introduced 4 new collector coins featuring DC Comics' iconic Superman comic book covers. The coins were unveiled this week at Fan Expo Canada. These exciting new Superman coins can be ordered on the internet at mint.ca/Superman. Bandai unveiled their line of Sprue Kits posable figural model kits, which include 2 Superman model kits. Sprue Kits are the next evolution in the original Japanese toy maker's best-selling model kits. Designed with the most advanced injection molding technology available, parts snap together without glue, paint or scissors, as is typically expected in a model kit. Order the Sprue Kits Man of Steel Superman model kit and the Sprue Kits New 52 Superman model kit from the Superman Homepage online store. Neglected Musicals, in association with Hayes Theatre Company, will present their stage production of the 1966 Broadway musical It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman in Sydney, Australia on October 6th. It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman will be performed at the Hayes Theatre Company in Potts Point on Monday 6th of October at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Tickets cost $38 and can be purchased from hayestheatre.com.au. Turbine and Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment announced a new costume for the Nightmare Superman character for the Infinite Crisis free-to-play multiplayer online battle arena game. Gaze into the abyss and say hello to Harbinger of Madness, Nightmare Superman. This costume is now available in the Infinite Crisis store for 650 Crisis coins. The Superman Homepage Super Trivia Quiz has been updated for another month. The 3 questions we're asking you this time around are: in the Looney Tunes cartoon Stupid Duck, what is the full name of Daffy Duck's version of Clark Kent? What is the title of the Popeye cartoon in which Bluto pretends to be Superman to win Olive's affections? And in the original Looney Tunes cartoon Super Rabbit, what is the name of the rabbit-hating villain Bugs Bunny goes up against? If you think you know the answer to all 3 questions, come by the site now to submit your entry. That's all the news there was for the week August 29th to September 4th. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. I wanted to talk a little bit about Tales from Metropolis, or Tales of Metropolis. There's only 3 of them, and they're like little DC shorts that are on the Cartoon Network, even though it seems like they have forsaken Superman in favor of Teen Titans again, and other shows that are better in favor of shows that are not as good, at least in my opinion. However, they do have these little shorts, and they seem to release on the internet at random times. The latest one that we posted on the Superman homepage appears to have come out 9 months ago, according to the YouTube page. It's the Jimmy Olsen one, and it's hilarious, as was the Bizarro one and the Lois Lane one. Lois Lane one kind of starred Batman and Lois Lane, but Lois is definitely a plucky reporter who does not give up in these little shorts. And they're definitely made for comedy, but they're also kind of cute, and they kind of have heart to them. The Jimmy Olsen Superman one is really heartful, and it's really funny in that Jimmy's complaining about Superman and how he always shows up at all odd hours, and he's making Jimmy tired and kind of ruining his life, and he wishes he never saw him again, and then it says 4 seconds later, and he's in trouble, and he's screaming for Superman, please help me. And Superman makes a few funny quips. Now, while it does kind of make Superman look a little lame because he's seeming needy of Jimmy, it's still kind of funny to watch. I wanted to see a full show that looks like this, a half-hour new Superman show or Tales from Metropolis show. The unfortunate thing about Tales from Metropolis is that generally it doesn't star Superman. He usually makes a small appearance or not an appearance at all. In the Jimmy Olsen one, he's in it as both Clark and as Superman, and it's pretty cool. In the Lois one, it's Lois and Batman's in it more than Superman has been in it in complete. And then the Bizarro one is Bizarro and Lois. But it's very, very cool. The animations are very cool. It's cute. It's funny. I think kids would laugh at it as well as adults. So maybe that's the type of tune that Cartoon Network is looking for. I see that Teen Titans is kind of on the goofy side. It's kind of silly. They make jokes a lot. It's not really about the superheroing or the drama like something like Young Justice was. It's more about the cool, kind of quirky animation and the comedy on Teen Titans. And with this, I think the animation is awesome. It's much better than Teen Titans. It's not as good as Young Justice, but it's a different thing. It's kind of a stylish thing, and I really like it. And if I'm not mistaken, Kevin Conroy is voicing Batman in the Lois Lane one where she's trying to interview Batman. It's very funny. I had to go back twice to remember the questions she had asked when Batman answers them all in quick succession. It's a very funny little tune. Check them all out on YouTube, and thanks for watching. Remember, always look up in the sky.